Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Twin Cities by Night. Homecoming is our second story arc that takes place in the spring of 2010 and in Twin Cities, Minnesota. Follow the story of Ophelia, a Toreador played by Alex, Jonathan, a Ventrue played by David, Katao, a Gangrel played by Joaquin, and William, a Ventrue played by Slavic, as they once again find themselves working together to find out who or what is targeting them and those close to them. If you'd like to contact us, you can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
Well, what happened to me the night before?
Spending time with Star and everything like that. So you just had like a peaceful evening of just hanging out. Because I think that's what you said you wanted to do. You didn't want to like...
Yeah, sure.
Is that what you wanted to do last night? Or were you trying to kind of like, create some kind of emotional bond? Or what was your end goal, I guess?
Just seeing where things went. Nothing too heavy.
She looked at you more as a friend at the time, but I'm saying like if you were trying to pursue it as anything more, we could roll something, go down that route if that's what you want, or if you just want to see where it leads to eventually.
Let's say it's an emotional connection. I've got an affection for her as immortal.
Okay.
It's like a I don't know, maybe I've been dead for too long, but I'm looking for a companion or something, Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, and that can be played out further on as we go.
I mean, Katao's got his dog, William's got his ghoul.
But we could definitely say that there's an emotional connection from Ophelia's side, at least. Yeah. You know what I mean? But eventually she will want to play that out.
Sure.
Yeah, we can run with that,
I'll wake up, etc., check my emails.
Yeah, you have two voice messages. You have a voice message from Brian asking if he can meet you tomorrow night to go over some things or tonight. Actually meet you tonight, maybe. He said it depends on, you know what I mean, if he can find the time that he found and what you want him to look over. And then you also get a message from Star saying that she has that the guy, the male streetwalker or the male escort who was involved in that house where Max was going through finding children, where also Katao was a kid, was at, This guy, though, this streetwalker guy, he's obviously quite older. He's about 40, 50 years old, so he's kind of retired out of the game, but he's willing to talk. So she said that could be done. She would like to meet up with you tonight if that's possible. Yeah,
I'm also meant to meet Carlos tonight as well. I'll send messages out to all three of them to meet. Who should I meet first? I'll meet Brian last because I might have more dirt. You know what I mean? I'll go Star, then Carlos, then Brian. That'll be the order that I arrange to meet them at different places.
So you send a text message. Where do you want to meet Star at?
Just meet Star at Jonathan's bar. Say 2 hours from now.
All right, that sounds good. All right, cool. So until you meet up with Jenna, is there anything you want to do for the 2 hours, or are you just going to kind of sit back?
I'll just check out downstairs and send out a general good morning text to the other three guys.
So you all three get a text from Ophelia. Are you going to tell Jonathan you're going to meet Star at his place, or just kind of keep that to yourself?
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say I hope my tab's still open. I'll be down soon.
Next, we'll go with Katao first.
And check all my emails and stuff like that. And anything? Is that from the text from Ophelia?
No, just as of now, you got a text from Ophelia.
All right, then. So I'll probably make sure to do once around my apartment place with my dog or my side, just okay.
All right, cool. So you go out with your dog as you're walking around. Give me a perception and alertness roll. Difficulty 7.
5.
So you're walking along. You don't really notice anything.
I had to make sure.
You kind of think you heard something for a second, but you look behind you, but you really don't really notice anything too much. You kind of feel a little on edge a little bit, though, like maybe it's due to the dreams that you've been having lately. Maybe it's due to the overwhelming feeling that like something's going to happen to you and Ophelia soon, because it's just like a trend that seems to be going on in the group. But you're kind of feeling a little bit on edge, more so than normal, Looking around, all of a sudden you're scared shitless when your phone starts ringing, your cell phone.
Who is it? Oh,
Asshole, what are you doing? I think we should have a talk in the next couple nights or so if you got time.
Probably
tomorrow night sound good?
Yeah, I guess. Is there anything especially anything happen or?
It's something best that we talk about in person.
Okay, gotcha.
Just I'll call you tomorrow night and let you know where to meet me at. All right?
Deal.
Well, it sounds like you're a mover and shaker now in our little thing around these cities.
Can't always stay in your apartment forever. You gotta go out sometime.
Yeah. I met a couple of your little group last night.
Who?
Two Ventures came by and talked to me.
No. What do they say?
They're just asking about the KT fraud. Well, we'll talk about tomorrow, though, but I'm sure they'll tell you if you ask them. If not, I'll tell you tomorrow.
Make sure to do that.
Yeah, due to our, thing of ours, I don't like talking too much on these. I really don't even like having one. It takes too much pocket space. I'm going now. I'll talk to you later. Hangs up.
What did they say? I'm gonna call William up. He's like, okay, what was that about?
Yeah, William, her phone rings.
Okay, I'll pick it up. Hello?
So, apparently you've been talking to my sire. About what?
I didn't seek him out specifically, but I'll talk to you about it in person. It's not really... Types of communications aren't safe.
Fine, where do you want to meet?
Still, actually, I think like the result of the thing
that remains to be
came up
seen. Where do you want to meet?
I guess let's meet at Jonathan's club.
When you guys gonna meet?
I'm fine with leaving right away. Then I'll
have some shit to do.
I guess I'll just I can make sure
hang out there.
Yeah, maybe just on the way there, drive, maybe make a circle around Ophelia's place on the way there. It's okay, making sure nothing's going on here either.
Yeah. So you go over there. Give me a perception alertness roll, difficulty 7.
Oh, hey, 1, 2, 3, and I got 2 10s, and that's another careful. So add 2 to that.
And we rolled it. Yeah.
We rolled 2.
Yeah.
I got another one.
All right. So as you're walking out, man, you see someone standing across the street. I mean, it's normal evening time. You see people by it's like a crosswalk, across a busy intersection and get to the corner where it's at, and you just see this lady just kind of just looking at you as you walk around.
Was it staring at me, or was it just a casual look?
Nah, it could be construed as staring, I guess.
Okay, so I'll make my way to it and say, "You looking at me?"
She grabs some dude's arm next to her, excuse me, what? Who you talking to? And he's like, hey, bro, you need to move on, man. Get out of here, dude. You see, this guy with kind of a nice haircut. I mean, he's wearing khaki shorts and a polo shirt. Is it gonna be a problem, man, or what?
Nope.
Why don't you give me a self-control roll? Difficulty 6.
I got a success.
Oof. All right. You kind of feel the beast kind of rearing up a little bit. You're kind of realizing maybe it's time to...
Okay, just ignore the stupid him and ignore him.
You just hear, as you walk away, hear the girl go, what a creepy asshole. What the hell? So, William...
Yeah, did I get that email from David finally?
Yes, you did. He's telling you that the main competitor really is, when it comes to the Twin Cities, was Analytical Medical Solutions. He's not sure if you ever heard of them. He thinks they recently got bought out, but he said good news, though. It seems like that New Horizons might be shutting them down, absorbing them and shutting them down, but he's not quite sure yet. He's waiting to hear,
I'll share that with the gang later.
Well, you just let me know when you're going to share it with the gang, all right? Gang.
Yeah, I'll also send a message to Ophelia that we might have found someone to protect the refugees.
Oh, okay. I'll reply and say, cool, tell me about it. Later.
All right. So, David, you finally wake up. You have a text message.
I'll get up and walk through my living room, and it's the pile of the growing pile of plates with half-eaten food on them. And I'm going to give Detective Burroughs a call and tell him I want to meet him.
This is Burroughs.
This is Paul Halen. I want to get with you as soon as possible.
Yeah, we can meet up. Where do you want to meet up?
I will meet you outside of your police precinct.
All right. So what time do you want to do that?
Now.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
All right. So I'll throw on some clothes and
head over to the steps of St. Paul PD. As you see him kind of standing there smoking a cigarette. Still looks middle-aged, balding, like he's starting to get a little overweight. He has his sleeves rolled up in a gray shirt and black pants. You roll up in the Chrysler.
And stop right in front of him, roll down the window and say, get in.
He opens the door, closes it. You see he has a folder in his hand.
Okay, I'm going to drive a couple blocks away, and we'll just talk while we're driving.
He's like, first, here's the disc with everything that I have here in this folder. I know you like to have both paper and digital, So second, he's like, well, this guy, his name is Christopher Markins. And this guy, I don't know why you're digging into this dude, but he last we have any record of him, he's was currently doing time for public exposure, indecent exposure.
Currently doing time? How is he currently doing time if he's currently doing people in nightclub?
Hey, I'm just telling you what we got on our records here. He did a short stint for like a couple months in a local jail here, and wasn't any federal time or anything like that. Just he was a freak, exposing himself. I think he did some time too, like in a local clinic beforehand for like a psych eval.
Is he on probation?
Jail, so I don't know, man. You know how the fucking system is. Our records probably hasn't been updated yet. I thought you would have better means of tracking people like this, anyways.
Not at the moment.
The FBI doesn't have means to better than us here in the fucking Twin Cities.
I'm on leave without pay at the moment.
What happened? I shouldn't even be working with you in that case. That means that badge isn't shit.
Right now, I'm just trying to follow up on the case that I got pulled off of.
You know, for me to turn the other way, if you slip me, make this worth my while a little bit, I'd keep working with you. A man has bills to pay, you know?
Hey, look, I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get paid, so I'm trying not to get you in trouble.
Listen, I got a little too close to...
For the judge, I understand. You pay me some money, I'll turn my head, and I'll keep helping you out like this.
I think we can arrange something like that.
So we'll say this one will be free. Next one will cost you, we'll say $500.
Yeah, just be careful with all of this. The people we're dealing with are dangerous.
Listen, man, it is what it is. We've worked together a little bit. I know we had our differences and shit. Still need to find that one murder, so we can still help each other out. And if this is still tied to the shit that we worked on last winter?
Indirectly.
You think this sicko might have been doing it?
No, not at all. Okay. We got really close to finding the individual responsible for all of these murders. There was a fire 6 months ago. Do you recall it? Several people burned to death.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Some pretty influential people here were there. What about that?
Yeah, well, they were all members of the cult.
Wait, what? A what?
Every single
one. He just
kind
of looks at you like, wait, what the fuck? Wait. And he kind of looks at you. Why were you put on suspension with no pay again? Because you're starting to sound like it might be because of fucking mental issues with the shit coming out of your mouth, man.
I'm going to pull over. I'm going to look at him. We got a little too close. One of our undercover agents was shot in the face during that investigation.
So is the killer dead? Or is the killer out there still? A cult? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
The person responsible is still at large. We got close, and she erased her footprints by killing those members of the cult. It's just a satellite group of individuals of a much larger organization.
I know. Is this like some Freemason kind of shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I can't give you too much more information than I already have without putting your life at risk.
If you need me again, man, you know the price. He just like gets out and closes the door and starts walking off. So what are you doing now?
All right. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go back to the Medusa with this information and do a little computer research on this Christopher Markins.
So you guys all miraculously end up at the Medusa at the same time. Go figure, right? You see Ophelia is walking up and you see I'm just going to describe what you all see. So and I'll let you first. How about you guys describe what you're all wearing right now since we're going to have kind of like a group scene.
Black evening gown, and it's quite bigger hugging.
Yeah, highly practical and overdressed for the occasion.
It's practical for making reporters do what I want.
Yeah, true.
Because you're going to be meeting him later, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. What about you, John?
Probably blue jeans and a dress shirt with the sleeves rolled up.
Could tell.
Probably wearing like some kind of still got a jacket on. Always got a jacket on. Jeans and like some like thin jacket, I guess.
And you, William?
Probably a gray suit.
Sweet. Awesome. So you see Ophelia goes walking up towards the table where you guys recognize Star, who was the escort who had helped you guys out 6 months ago. And you see a guy sitting with her who he's wearing kind of a silk shirt, nice slacks. He has, very well cut, close gray hair. Let me get a perception and awareness roll from you, Katal. Difficulty 9.
Just so you know, before I sit down, I set my phone to audio record. And
okay.
Without anyone hopefully noticing.
Cool.
Dang it.
All right, so you don't recognize anything. So, Ophelia, are you just going to talk to him by yourself, or are you going to have any of your peers with, or is it just going to be you?
I'll start by myself. I
So
don't know what the other guys are up to yet.
So, Ophelia, you come and sit there, and you see Jenna get up and kind of give you a hug, and you see the other guy stand up, and he kind of just like, well, you sit down at the booth, and he sits back down, and he's like, so, Art told me here that you want to talk to me.
Sure. Hi, how are you, etc. Tell me what you know about Max.
Well, the guy, Max, he's kind of you see that he kind of looks down, at his hands a little bit. Max has his hands and everything.
Yeah.
Is a man who the saying out of sight, out of mind probably best fits if you want to be involved in some of the less scrupulous things in the Twin Cities. Max is also, he kind of looks away. He kind of, I had run-ins with him, I guess you could say, or someone that I think was him. I don't know, but I believe it was him when I was younger. It's kind of hard to remember. You see him he's just looking at his hands again. Point being, Max is vicious. Be careful of Max. Max doesn't like people who approach upon his territory, on his business ventures. And Max is willing to fill any need that someone has as long as they have the money to make it right.
Did you ever work the parties? Do you know about the parties that Max helps run?
Yes, I do. I'm very well aware of them. I used to provide men for them, and I myself worked in them too.
Adult men?
Adult men. I never dealt with the kid stuff, but when I was an orphan at one point, there was a family that was a foster parent to me who got into some legal trouble working with often that a lot of people believe to be Max, but it's kind of hard to picture that scene that he hasn't aged that much. I mean, he has aged some, but not as much as you would think he has. But he's a very, I suppose he has the money to keep himself in good shape.
Surgery. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that's
do you know anything about that family? Where they are now? If they're still in jail? Are they in the Twin Cities?
I honestly, last I heard, they did some time, but I don't know. They shuffled me back into the system, and next thing you know, I'm pulling tricks on 16 on the streets.
Can you give me their names?
Don't even remember their names, to be honest with you.
Right.
It was so long ago. I was only like 7 or 8 years old, And I unfortunately was not kids that were missing from that end up disappearing under their watch. But I could tell you, listen, I'm going to tell you, if you plan to somehow cross Max, just be careful. That's all I can tell you. I'm kind of retired from the game now. And there was a moment where he thought I was encroaching on his territory, and he got his message across very thoroughly to watch where I step.
I won't ask. Do you know any of his associates, or like anything else you can tell me about him? Anyone I can get?
I do know that he's like, I shouldn't open my fucking mouth, but and he kind of looks away. He's like, well, I do know that he works with a couple people. He works with this black guy from North Minneapolis named Marcus Little. This lady he works with that he has pushing stuff in some of the bigger clubs. Her name's Samantha Harper.
Samantha Harper. I'll thank you. Very brave for coming forward.
That's all right, young lady. It's okay. He's like, gets up. He's like, I should really go back to my apartment, but I hope you have a good evening. And he turns to Jenna or Star, and he gives Star a hug, and then he gives you a hug, and he turns around and walks on. All right, so you three see this guy walking off after Ophelia's talking to him. Okay, what were you guys doing while this conversation's going on?
I know. Kaita was head over, make a beeline towards. Okay, you were talking to myself, talking, and you want to talk person, and we'll talk in person.
Yeah, me and John, we visited Bugs. Me and John went to what's it called? Yeah, went to visit Bugs, and trying to get a feel of the reaction of the other Kindred. Well, we found out not everyone wanted to kill these people. They're interested in them, and they're not trying to kill them. Yeah, they think it's bullshit that someone would get killed for something they have no say over. I'm sure you guys can figure out something.
Okay, gotcha.
Am I present right now? Or am I still with Star?
Yeah, you're still a Star when you're talking all this.
Sure.
Yeah, when they're talking all this. Yeah, you three are sitting there talking about that. Okay, they just got done. You see the guy walking off out of the club. You three, you see Ophelia still sitting there with Star right now.
Hey, do I have a bouncer yet?
No, you don't have a bouncer at the moment, but you do see your ghoul, Carla. She's sitting there. As you come walking by, you just notice that she's just kind of staring at you as you walk by.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, I actually wanted to talk to Jonathan.
Oh, you want to talk to Jonathan?
All right.
I guess I'll go off.
Follow me back to my office.
You're following Jonathan back to his office. Go ahead, William and Jonathan.
I might have a person that could help us set up this whole drug trade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he could make it popular with some of the upper class people, you know what I'm saying?
That would be fantastic if we could
Yeah.
get that going. That would be great.
So all we need right now is a supplier.
We could send Kaito to go and make an introduction with Little. Hey, he's proven himself fairly useful in the last couple times I've asked him to do something.
Yeah, he still owes me this $700 for a suit.
Oh my God! You're penny pinching about $700 when we could make him tens of thousands of dollars.
I mean, yeah, but I still want people to pay me back.
Yeah,
It's the principle of it. Yeah, I just wanted to make small talk. Any other news with the business?
No, I haven't looked into New Horizon Capital Management quite yet, but that'll be on the agenda to take care of very soonly.
I actually might have some rumors about that.
Rumors? How so?
One of my retainers sort of works in the industry, and he heard that they might be shutting AMS down.
I thought you already knew that.
You knew that they bought out, but they're basically what he heard is they're buying the company out, and then they're just going to pretty much liquidate it and shut it down.
That's what I expected them to do. So I guess I just inferred that.
All right. While they're talking in the office, Ophelia, you see Star get up and she says she's got to go. You know, she gives you a hug and starts heading out. She says maybe you guys can hang out later or something. Give her a call.
And then Kaito comes over like, so what's going on?
I'll kind of relay to him. I'll turn my phone off record.
Okay.
I'll just say I recorded it, so I can give you a copy of that later. But I'll give him the rundown on it as well, on what we talked about.
But you hear, first of all, the first thing that impacts you is you hear the same kind of scene that you were dreaming about, and that guy's saying he was a little kid in that same house. You know what I mean? And then then the whole part about Little and that other female name.
So back to Little again. That brings up
Ringing any
memories.
bells? I saw you talking to Jonathan and William earlier. What were you talking about?
Apparently they went to talk to the sheriff and the deputies about the KTIP problem. And it turns out the deputies are, at least one of them is, they're not too eager to turn in the KTIPs.
So they're at odds with the Prince and the Scourge. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so at least very least odds with the Scourge, and I know about the Prince.
Interesting. I'm meeting with Carlos later, so I'll let him know the good news for him at least.
All right, you two are talking. William, what are you guys gonna do? You gonna meet up with William and Jonathan in the office, or what's the deal, yo?
Did I see them go in there?
Yeah, they went in there.
I might wait till they finish their private conversation, wait for them to come out.
I want to do my computer research on this Markins.
All right, do what do we have you do? Perception and investigation, difficulty 7.
2 successes.
You're able to find that he is a registered sex offender. You see a short newspaper clipping about him being caught with public indecency and found guilty, but you really can't find. You say that he had to do a short stint in a psychiatric ward before getting sent off to do some jail time.
Well, if he's a registered sex offender, it should have his address somewhere on there because he has to be registered.
Yeah, you have an address there for kind of the slummier area of St. Paul.
Awesome. I'm going to write that address down.
As you two are sitting in there, the door opens up. You see Carla walks in while Jonathan's typing. You see she puts her hands on his shoulder and starts rubbing his neck and his shoulders, and it's all like whispers in his ear. You have 2 friends out there. You want me to bring them in? They're kind of like, what the fuck? We were like,
bring them in, and why don't you have a bouncer hired yet?
I just haven't thought about it. You've been on my mind so much. I just want to make sure that you're okay.
All right. Well, you need to get your job on your mind and hire a bouncer. I want a bouncer here during all business hours.
Oh, yeah, I'll get on it right away. And you see kind of like she's taken aback by him, being displeased. Exactly. She's like, do you want me to have your friends come in here?
Yeah, go ahead and let them in.
You see Ophelia and Catal, you see Carla come walking towards you. Ophelia and Catal, you're both kind of struck again by the situation that happened the night before. And you see a little tear kind of going down her eyes, but she's like wiping it like with the back of her hand, like she's trying to hide it. She's like, Jonathan would like She's like, "Oh, I'm okay. He's just really busy and he's stressed out, and I should have really, have already done what I was supposed to do. Instead, I was kind of lollygagging and just. Anyways, I guess I'm just rambling to you guys, but he would like it if you guys came into his office back there.
Okay.
She goes behind the bar, and you see her kind of looks like she's taking a stack of papers and starting to go through them. So,
hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.